Am I overreacting is a good question. I'm your host, Tite. Here are my suggestions. Our first one is from Fickle Armadillo 282. Am I overreacting for locking my bedroom door after my mother-in-law kept entering without permission? I, 23 female, have been married to my husband, 31 male, for 3 years, and we're currently expecting our first child. We're both excited, but also stressed. I've had a tough pregnancy, and the rest is really important to me. My mother-in-law, 55 female, lives about 20 minutes away and has a bad habit of just dropping by unannounced. My husband has always brushed it off, saying, "That's just how she is," and that she means well. At first, it was annoying, but manageable. But lately, she's been crossing serious boundaries. Last month, she came over while I was napping, let herself in with the spare key we gave her for emergencies, and came into our bedroom to check on me. I woke up to her standing at my bed, watching me sleep. I told my husband it was creepy, and I wanted the spare key back. He said I was overreacting and she was just being motherly. Then it happened again. Twice. One time I was in just a t-shirt and underwear and she actually sat down at the edge of the bed to talk. I told her firmly I needed privacy and rest. So I changed the doorknob on our bedroom door to one with a lock. The next time she dropped by and couldn't get into our room, she freaked out. Apparently she tried the handle, knocked, and even called my husband at work saying she was worried something had happened. Later that night, she called me controlling and rude, saying I was shutting her out of her grandchild's life already. My husband asked if I could just take the lock off to keep the peace. I told him no, she doesn't respect my boundaries and the lock stays. Now his whole family is saying I'm being dramatic and that pregnancy hormones are making me paranoid. I honestly don't think I'm wrong, but now I feel isolated and ganged up on. Am I wrong for locking my bedroom door? If one is overreacting because they literally want some privacy, respect, and other people to respect their boundaries, then I guess they're overreacting. But it definitely sounds like this mother-in-law is one of those entitled parents that just feels entitled to any and everything, and if she doesn't get her way, she complains. This next one is by Spiritual View 4192. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend calls me high maintenance for wanting a towel after his showers. So my boyfriend, 29 male, and I, 27 female, recently moved in together. Overall, things are fine, but there's one thing that's starting to really get under my skin. Whenever he showers, he walks out of the bathroom completely dripping wet, leaving puddles all over the floor. When I pointed out it's gross and dangerous, I literally slipped once, he said, "Just don't walk there then." I asked him to at least keep a towel in the bathroom to dry off before walking out. He said, "You're so high maintenance, it's just water." I told him it's not just water, it's his water, and I'm tired of stepping in cold puddles. He rolled his eyes and said, "You're overreacting. I'm not changing how I shower." Now I'm wondering if maybe I'm being dramatic over something small, but it feels like such a basic courtesy? Am I overreacting? I have to question if OP's boyfriend grew up in a nudist home or community or whatever, because this is literally the first time I've ever heard of somebody getting out of a shower and not using a towel or something else to dry off in any way, shape, or form. OP's definitely not overreacting. Her boyfriend could be a little bit more considerate. This next one is from Ad Debate. Am I overreacting for asking my parents to leave after my mom grabbed my wife's belly and asked if she was pregnant? My 29 male, beautiful wife, 30 female, had gained a significant amount of weight after our wedding. I think she's gorgeous, but she's insecure about how she looks now. My mom, 49 female, and dad, 53 male, had bought a house that is an hour drive from us. The four of us were supposed to have a lovely dinner at my home. My parents had arrived early and my wife hadn't changed out of her cooking clothes. She was wearing this tight t-shirt. My mom saw my wife. My mom grabbed my wife's belly and asked my wife if she was pregnant. My wife said no, that she's just getting fat. I didn't want a massive argument, so I rushed my parents out, basically telling them we have to reschedule. Congratulations on the new house, and we'll save them some food. I then assured my wife as she started to cry. Several days later, I talked to my parents by myself. My mom said that she had made a mistake, but I had taken it too far by asking them to leave. I basically explained that I only seen that evening getting worse. My dad said that by not allowing my mom to apologize on the day, that I made them seem like jerks to my wife. I told my parents my mom can apologize now, but my parents say that now it will seem to my wife that they're apologizing because I told them to. Am I overreacting? I mean, if OP's parents are sitting there saying that, oh, if they apologize later, it would have been a big deal, blah, blah, blah. We live in a tech age. Why couldn't they have sent a text or made a phone call or something like that instead of waiting until they talk to the OP? And I definitely don't think it's an overreaction to shield your significant other's feelings from anything that may hurt them. And our final one is by IllLibrarian9755. Am I overreacting? Husband got me edible arrangements, then ate it all. My husband and I had a baby 5 months ago, and I've been having a bit of a hard time lately. The last few days have been especially rough. Yesterday, my husband thought it would be a nice idea to send me an edible arrangement with chocolate-covered fruit and fruit shaped like flowers. I was surprised by it, and was so happy he thought to do something nice for me, which doesn't happen all that often. Last night, I ate a few of the chocolate fruit pieces and shared some with my husband, because it was really tasty. I put the rest away to eat within the next few days. I woke up this morning to find the edible arrangement container empty. He took the rest to work. I called him out on it, and he said he wasn't sure I was going to eat the rest of it. This gesture just ended up making me feel sad and made me cry. Am I overreacting? It's just fruit. Update. After work, he went and bought all the stuff to make me a big container of chocolate-covered strawberries and apples. Honestly, the ones he made ended up being way better than the edible arrangements ones. He apologized and said they were all for me. One thing I loved about relationships was being able to do nice little things like this for my significant other. I used to love buying flowers just randomly, sporadically, stuff like that. I've even done the whole edible arrangements things because, let's face it, some of them can be really cute. But the fact that the husband went out of his way to make up for eating the gift that he got his wife, that's an absolute class act right there. Alright, that's enough stories for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Am I Overreacting? If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.